Hi, are you sick and tired of paying hundreds of dollars a month for cable or dish? GNR TV is your answer. These guys have an incredible 100% legal product that is a cord cutter's dream. For as low as $25 a month, you will get over 400 HD channels, including all major sports packages, pay per views, premium movies, and entertainment. To get started, all you need is a streaming device, such as an Amazon Fire Stick, internet, and a desire to save a ton of cash. No contracts, no credit checks, no hidden fees. I myself have been a subscriber, and I must say this service is amazing. To learn more, search GNR TV on Facebook or Instagram, and I will also be posting a link on my pages to check out on my podcast website. Lastly, for first-time subscribers, use promo code SIR30 to save $5 for your first month. GNR TV, streaming done right.
Let's get slicing and dicing with Sir Sturdy horror fans. On this podcast, you will hear me and a guest do some movie reviews, random funny horror chats, and whatever else comes to mind. So tune in, kick back, relax, and always remember, I'll see you in your nightmares.
Well, just Jason's mask.
What's up, ladies and gents, Horror with Sir Sturdy fans? I got me, myself, and my brother, Light Skin Henry, on the other side. How's it going, Light Skin Henry?
It's going good, man. Couldn't be better, actually.
You hear that? That's a light skin answer right there. He's probably listening to Drake all day and Chris Brown and crying.
Dancing in rain with my shirt unbuttoned.
With the nipples out, yeah. Sounds about light skin.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he does every day. After he gets out of work, before work, after work, break.
Sing. I moonwalk to my car from the punch clock.
Listen, man, I thought you said that Michael wasn't light skinned. So now you're over here moonwalking.
Yeah, you're right. I fucked up. Never mind.
You did.
I gotta stop doing that.
He's great though. He was great. He can be any complexion of black because he kind of went through them all.
You can pay good money for it. Might as well.
Yeah. So I take that back. He's the one. He's in every category: dark, medium, and light. Just Michael. He's that special. Prince is light skin though.
Yes.
He's the ultimate light skin. That's what they aspire to be. That's not what this podcast is about though. We're gonna start talking about some horror in a minute, but we gotta get this out here for you people. Shit. Oh, you have Amazon Prime?
Yes, I do.
There's a movie, because I know you like Supernatural, and I know you don't mind the slow burn. And I watched this movie called The Evil Down the Street earlier. I'm going to try some of the CBD. It's actually pretty decent. It's a pretty good movie. Huh? Did I do what?
What's it about?
I can't explain shit, really, without giving shit away. I just did a podcast on it earlier, but Francis liked it.
So it's psychological?
Kind of, more like more possession type. I'll say that. And it's an indie horror film. And actually, July 7th, I'm not sure what time yet, but July 7th, I'm going to have the producer and the director from that movie on the podcast. And I'm not sure when yet. I talked, the lady who plays the mother, her name is Angelina, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to come on too at some point.
Nice.
So, yeah. But, yeah, so, it's a good movie, though. It's a fun movie. And you know how I am with, the paranormal supernaturals, how, how I love slashers is, my shit. That's my favorite. I know zombies is your shit. But I'm starting to, I was, with paranormal / supernatural, I liked it a lot, but I'm starting to love those movies now. Not as much as slashers. Nothing's ever going to replace slashers and the gore and all that.
It's growing on you.
Yes. And I feel like between this podcast and then just watching more horror, opening my eyes up to a lot more horror than just slashers from back when we were kids, I'll say. because that was like the main shit when we were kids by far. But yeah, I'm really starting to like it. Like this movie, it has a lower budget, but it's still a fun movie. I respect it, and I look at it from like, because it's an indie film, and I'm looking at it from a different perspective of like, this is people coming out of their pockets making this stuff. So I look at it with a different
really
respect,
forth the effort.
with a different eye. You look at it with a different eye because they don't have that big Hollywood budget. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't rate it like you already know how I rate movies. I rate the way I rate movies. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I rate movies like that's the only movie that ever exists, even if I do bring up other movies, just because I don't feel, my personal opinion, I don't feel like, say if me and you were doing a podcast rating a movie, we shouldn't compare it unless it's that bullshit-ass, fuck-ass, sucker-ass movie that we both hate. We shouldn't compare it to another movie. You know what I'm talking about, Tales from the Hood, too?
Yeah.
You should, I don't, like, there's movies that I can rate a 10, like, say, I'll just throw you something out there. Like, I think the first 10 on the podcast was Jaws. Rob rated that a 10. I think I gave it a 9. Great movie, but like Friday the 13th movies, I think a lot of those for the most part are maybe solid 7s or 8s, but I'd rather watch those than Jaws. Different rating, yes, but I like those more. But just for, you know what I mean? Just, I don't know. Like it's just the way the movie goes. Like I don't rate it like, oh well, this movie was a perfect 10 for me, but I like this, but I do like this movie better. It's just the way this movie was portrayed was just great. Like The Thing, I think I gave that a 10. From 80.
John Carpenter's Thing?
Yes, yeah, that was a real good movie.
Yes, yeah, it was.
But shit. So like, is there any? You would know this because you're more in tune with horror than I am because you've watched a lot more from when we were growing up. I watched more of the mainstream growing up and shit. But is there any horror movie that you can think of that's like a paranormal slasher or possession slasher? Like say where somebody's body's taken over during the movie and they're the ones doing the killing. If not, that needs to fucking happen. You know how dope that would be?
Yeah. You've seen it already.
You're right.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Good point. With the little fucking lizard thing, whatever the fuck that was.
They ate the heart, and then when you ate the heart...
Oh, you're right.
Or remember, Jason was going through different bodies and killing people.
He was black at one point.
Yeah.
And that was
the Mortician.
I have to rewatch that.
His heart.
I haven't watched that in years, and like, that's one of my least favorite of the Friday the 13th franchise. I think it's just because with the story of that movie, like I'm so used to it from 1 to 7, it's at the camp and just at the camp. Even part 5, even though they're at the little thing, it's still kind of you know what I mean? It's still kind of woods, yeah. In the woods, I'll say that. It's in the woods, kind of. And even if you take 5 out of it, you can say 1 through 7, skip 5, but then 8 through 10. It's just different. And you can even add...
The beginning of 10 was at a camp when they killed him.
Yeah.
Not 10, I'm sorry. Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, so was the beginning of 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. It started at the camp. And then he got to the boat.
The boat was.
Yeah. But I'm just like... I don't know. I think... I got to rewatch Jason Goes to Hell. Like I said, I haven't seen it in years, and maybe I'll like it better than I did before. I know it's not going to move up my list much, because I think that was like my least favorite one, so it's not going to... If it moves up, it might move up 1 or 2, but it's not going to move up much. But, I would love to see more Versus movies. I know they would be tough to do. Like, I would love to...
The licensing.
The license... minus the licensing, I'm just saying, like, a story of how it could happen. Like I've said this on the podcast plenty of times, I would love to see Jason versus Michael, just because the matchup alone, just the fighting, not necessarily
It'd be a good fight.
The story. Well, and I already had like an idea for the story. I was like, this nigga Michael's always following Laurie Strode around. Laurie Strode goes to Camp Crystal Lake for whatever reason. It's, you know how they always change the name of it. They call it Camp Lovejoy or something to try to change the stigma. They have new owners.
Happy No Die.
Yeah, Camp Lightskin. So you'll probably go there. Yep. Thinking, you and Chris Brown and Drake will go there, being all happy and shit.
I'd be the gym teacher.
Yep. You're terrible at sports. Well, actually, camp. Never mind. I take that back because it's camping. You're good outdoors, but as far as fishing and all that shit, and knowing about plants and animals, so you'd be good at that. That's where your Ranger Rick character can come in.
But you know what? How it could work though is like, how like what they did with Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, the comic book, where they opened the S Mart in the town that Camp Crystal Lake was in, but they changed it to like Pinewoods or something like that. The name.
Yeah.
You know, and something, you know, they could go that kind of route.
Yeah, or well, I was gonna say they could just have Laurie goes there. She has kids or whatever. They're going camping with her family, and it just happens to be Camp Crystal Lake. Jason's there knocking people off after a little, not right away, but Jason's there knocking people off like he always does.
Right, because if Jason's going after Laurie, Michael's not going to have that.
Not even that though. Like, say people end up missing and dead, and she thinks it's Michael, and she's like, "What's going on? It's not even Halloween."
Right. It's August. It's mid-August.
That's the line right there. It's not even Halloween. That's what it can be called. It's not even Halloween on Friday the 13th. Bam! Woo! Got it. I don't need to do all that wooing. People are sleeping.
No, that's fine. It's okay.
Thank you. But nah, like, and what I was thinking was like, and I know I've probably discussed this with you before. I know I've discussed it in the podcast. Is so Laurie's at the camp. Obviously, Michael, somehow he has, like, GPS on her. He always knows where she is. But people are dying at the camp. People are getting killed at the camp by Jason. She thinks it's Michael. But, again, she's like, it's not even Halloween. And Michael eventually shows up, and he starts killing off people trying to get to Laurie. And Jason's just killing people because they're there. Like, he ain't even chasing a specific person.
It's a regular day for him.
And she says she sees Jason, and she's like, Michael. And Jason's not looking. Because she's calling fucking the wrong nigga's name. And she sees his mask, and she's like, that's, she sees his mask. She sees something about him, and she's like, that's not Michael.
Where did he get that mask?
And maybe then she hears stories about Jason after she sees him.
Camp Blood.
And, they eventually pretty much they meet up. They both kill off, quote unquote, extra characters, pointless characters. And
counselors and campers.
They end up fighting. At some point, they end up fighting, maybe going after Laurie. Like, say, fucking Jason. Say Michael has Laurie because Laurie he's like grabs her, and then Michael just Jason walks in, busts in the door, throws somebody through a window, busts in the door, and he just attacks Michael, and they just start fighting.
That'd be dope. Like no weapons, like just fists.
Yeah, I was gonna say because if Jason has his machete, Michael has his fucking kitchen knife. It ain't a fair fight.
Nah.
And, like, I feel with that fight, Jason would be stronger, but Michael would be a little bit quicker. Just because he's a little lighter in the weight-wise. But I think Jason would be a little stronger. And I think it'd be a good fight. I think it'd be a fun fight.
Jason's a brute.
He really is. The thing with Jason was, like, if he gets his hands on Michael or whatever, he's not going to... Neither one of them are going to stop. That would be the cool thing. Like, if they're fighting each other, knocking each other down, they keep getting back up. Or say Jason, Jason's always throwing somebody out of a window. Say he throws Michael out of a window from, like, the top story, and then goes to look, and Michael's gone. Like, what the? Where'd this nigga go?
Turns around, he's in the doorway. Like, what the hell?
I mean, obviously, you already know who I would choose to win, but it would still be a fun fight. The thing is, there would be no people would be people would say that there's not gonna be any talking between us. Like, the motherfuckers don't need to talk. You got everybody other character that's gonna be talking and shit.
It'd be pretty quiet.
Yeah, it would be.
Grunts.
You throw Freddy in there, and then boom, then you got some talking.
Shit talking.
Yeah.
But you see, there's gonna be a sequel to
Halloween.
The sequel, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, as long as the same people directed it. Directed the other one, or doing the new one, then I'm with it.
Yeah,
They did a great job.
I agree, and that movie's catching some flack. Like, there's people who hate it, and there's people who hate it, and I guess I get where they're coming from. But me, I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite Halloween. If it's not my favorite Halloween movie, it's definitely my second favorite Halloween movie. That's between the original and this one.
I'd say that's my third favorite.
Third favorite. What's your first?
The first two were great. I loved how it was basically one movie. Like the second one picked up where the first one ended.
Okay. Yep.
And
see, I haven't seen the second one in a little while. I'll have to revisit that one.
Yeah. Well, Laurie's in the hospital, and then Michael finds her.
Yeah, he always does. You always feel like somebody's watching me. And I have no privacy.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
But okay.
I was thinking I might rewatch the Bates Motel series again.
I gotta finish that. We stopped watching. I don't think we watched that since we moved, yo, and we've been here for like 3 years now. But I need to finish. That was a good series. Really good series.
It really was.
Speaking of series, Stranger Things is coming back July 4th.
July 4th, yeah.
That's gonna.
I just watched the new trailer, like about an hour ago.
What'd you think about it?
It looks like they really upped like everything.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like the CGI, special effects, and everything.
Yeah.
Looks like looks really good.
See, now, you know how I feel I feel the same way about CGI as you do, for the most part, because we're from the 80s. We love the practical effects, especially, that type of stuff.
There's a time and place for CGI.
But I feel with CGI, with Stranger Things, it works for that show. You know what I mean? Like, it works for that series. Mm-hmm. It works for as long as they don't overdo it. That's what pisses me off with CGI is when they overdo it to where it looks cheap and cheesy and rushed.
Yeah, like I Am Legend.
Yeah, or Two Girls, One Cup. That's practical. That's good practical
that's
effects right there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, because it practically fell out of her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she almost dropped the cup. Filled up so quick.
I wish you had that cup in like a fucking case, signed in doo-doo. You dried up doo-doo. Like, Henry, why do you have this? Yeah. Because
scraping it off with my thumbnail.
Yep. Speaking of doo-doo, the guy. Just listen to what I gotta say. I guess there's a movie called what the hell is it called? Something Turd, Spooky Turd or something.
Spooky Dookie.
No, I was getting to that though. There's a movie. There's a horror movie about doo-doo, and I want to see it. I guess it's an older movie. This guy, his name is Dave Martin. Cool guy. I reviewed this movie that I was telling you about earlier, The Evil Down the Road, which definitely check it out. Highly recommend it. And I would even say after you watch it, give it an Amazon Prime review. And I'm only saying this because I gotta actually leave my review on there, just because it's an independent horror film and like that type of stuff. I know, just being an independent podcaster and being a podcaster in general, I know how that stuff helps, get the ratings up. Yeah. Helps people see it more, because better ratings, more people try to go look for it. So, yeah, everybody that's, I'm saying this to you and everybody else that's going to be listening to this episode, definitely check that movie out. Excuse me.
Movie?
Huh?
Or the
Evil
Down the Street, or the Turd movie? Evil
Down the Street. The doo-doo movie, I forgot what it's called. But, yeah, go check The Evil Down the Street. It's on Amazon Prime. And give it a good rating. Give it an honest rating. I'm not gonna say give it a good rating because I like the movie, but give it an honest rating.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And watch it as an independent movie, not a big budget Hollywood movie. I feel like with a lot of people that don't really, I don't know how to word this. With a lot of people that don't really know about indie films. Henry, you have a nice ceiling and curtains. No homo.
Oh yeah, I'm using my phone as a remote. For the Fire Stick, so.
Oh, so you can save the thing? Smart man.
Yeah.
That's a light-skinned brain right there. But no, as I was saying, though, is like, I feel, I'm not, now again, I'm not saying everybody, but I feel there is a lot of fans, and I'm just going to stick with horror, that are, they like the Hollywood drops, you know what I mean? Like the big budget movies. They don't really pay attention to the indie movies, and then when they do watch the indie movies, they don't respect them, they don't like them, they don't love them. They're just like, that wasn't that good. It looks cheap and cheesy. But I'm like, you have to think of it from coming out of your. What do you think? First of all, I don't even think they look cheap and cheesy. The cinematography looks great on these movies.
Well, most of our favorite movies started out as
grainy.
Low budget.
Yeah, if you really think about it, yeah, you're right. And you know what it is? I feel that might be a big thing actually. But people that are younger than us, I'll say. Shit. what, under 25, maybe
Yeah,
even
there it
younger
is.
than that. I feel that, and I can't even say that for all of them, but anybody who, if you like horror movies, you guys really need to start watching these independent horror movies because, as I've said this before, I've discussed this with you, Henry. Independent horror is, and I believe you're the one who originally said this between me and you, but I always say it. Independent horror movies are the backbone to horror, and
I did say that, yeah.
because I feel just from my perspective, I don't remember what you said, but from my perspective, go ahead.
Like with comedy, you have like stand-up comedians.
Yeah, which is independent.
Yeah, so
horror,
you keep supporting the genre, and
yeah.
Evil Down the Street came out this year. A family of 4 moves into their new dream home, having no idea it's possessed by a demon. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, that's the movie right there.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go to synopsis. Wait, go closer. The Evil Down the Street? No.
That's not the one?
Hang on. Yeah. Directed by David Esposito.
Inspired by a true story.
Yep. Inspired by true events. Directed by David Esposito. Produced by Craig. I don't remember his last name. I'm sorry, Craig. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. But it's
playlist.
It's definitely worth a watch. This actually, today was the second time I watched it. I watched it last Sunday, and then because I was doing a podcast on it today, I was like, you know what? I need to rewatch it to get a really good refresher because I only seen it one time. Yeah. So I watched it again today, right before my podcast, and I actually watched it with Frances. For those of you who don't know, Frances is my lovely wife, my lovely Puerto Rican wife.
Her sturdy. You're Sir Sturdy. That's her sturdy.
I'm her sturdy.
No, her. She's her sturdy.
I'm gonna tell you said that. Her sturdy.
Yeah.
She could be Miss Sturdy.
Yeah, that works.
This thing said her sturdy. I get what you're saying, but she likes those kind of. She really enjoyed the movie though, and I'm not even gonna spoil. I already did a podcast on it earlier, and there were spoilers on it. I'm not gonna spoil it for you on this episode, so you just gotta watch it and check it out. I think you'll like it though. I really do. I will say this though, just so you know. It's like I said, it's kind of a slow burn, which isn't a bad thing. I know you don't mind those, and it's not like your regular possession / movie. It's calmer than those in a sense, but it's good.
Some cleavage.
Yeah. Are you watching it now?
The trailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know what you think about the trailer after you're done watching that, actually.
Well, I can't hear it, but I can tell you already that the cinematography is great.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. All right.
Yeah, the cinematography is really good, and that's one thing that really stood out to me, honestly, is that I was like, holy, that's amazing how it looks. I love it. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, it looks good.
I think you'll like it. I really do.
Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow night.
Don't get scared.
Call
me up crying.
Emotional.
I know. But are you I said this earlier. I told you earlier before we started recording, but next weekend July 1st, I think it's a Monday. It's either Monday or Tuesday. I think it's Monday. Is my anniversary, my 3-year anniversary with my wife. So we're going, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to see Annabelle, the new Annabelle movie, one day, and we're going to see the new Child's Play movie. Like Sunday, Monday, I think we're going to see those 2 movies.
Okay.
I'm actually really looking forward to the Child's Play movie more than Annabelle.
I saw the first Annabelle movie. I think I expected it to be different.
Yeah.
Like some kind of like Chucky type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it once. I didn't even get into the series.
Okay, so you didn't watch Creation?
No.
See, she loves those type of movies, so.
I mean, for me, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It just,
It was alright, yeah. I'd have to rewatch. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'd have to rewatch it. But yo, my boy James, big shout out to James, which I got to put our episode out soon. I got to send it to Christian, but he showed me a link. Not a, like, you know how Marvel, how all the movies are connected, and you're supposed to watch them in a certain order. It's the same with the Conjuring franchise, and there's like 14 movies connected with it, which is crazy.
Well, yeah, because you got all the spin-off movies. You have the what, 1 through 3, right?
Well, Conjuring 3 didn't even come out yet, but like you have the Annabelle movies. You have the 3 Annabelle movies now. You have the 3 Conjuring movies when that comes out. That's 6, and then La Llorona somehow is connected with that franchise with those.
Really?
Yeah, and there's like a bunch more. I don't know the whole list. The Nun, both of those.
There's 2 Nun movies.
There's gonna be a second one.
Oh my damn.
I'm trying to think what else was on there. You know what? I'm gonna Google. Can you just talk about some random horror while I try to Google that?
Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Child's Play. It's getting good reviews.
Yeah, it is.
I watched Twist A's review of Child's Play earlier. She gave a good review.
Did she? I was gonna say, what'd she say about it?
I mean, obviously there's no spoilers, but she said it's fun, and if you watch it, don't expect it to be really anything like the original Child's Play movie, and you for what it is as its own movie, it's good.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah. Oh, and that Mark Hamill did a great job.
Mark Hamill is awesome. I don't care what anybody says, including Ja Rule, about Mark Hamill. He's hands down. Oh, I think I found it. All right, so here's the list. Oh, wait a minute. It's only 8 movies.
I kind of want to know what Ja Rule's opinion of Mark Hamill is now.
I really want. I mean, I want to know, but if it's negative, I'm not even gonna fucking listen to him. I don't have time. I don't have time for his negativity. Not now.
You're not going to entertain this.
Nah.
It's bullshit.
Nah, I'm not going to entertain that dark skin negativity. Can't be doing that. Me being medium, we can't.
Nah, you don't need that in your life.
I don't. So I got light-skinned friends, light-skinned family like you and Jeff. Keep me out of the darkness.
Darkness, ladies and gentlemen. Darkness is spreading.
Yeah, it is. All right, well, I can't find all 14, but I'm going to tell you the ones, and I know James is sleeping, or else I'll text him and ask him, so I'll bring that up on another time, or I'll share it in the group. But I found, hang on, is it loading? That's too. I found, okay, so here it goes. Oh, I found the 14. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So, Conjuring universe in chronological order according to IMDb. I don't know how reliable this source is. I'm about to hit the bong in a minute. But you got The Nun, Annabelle Creation, Annabelle, The Conjuring, The Curse of La Llorona. Yeah, I can roll my R's, nigga. You're light skinned. You're not Puerto Rican. You can't do everything.
No say.
The Conjuring 2. Then here's a movie I never heard of. It's called The Nurse.
Okay.
The Confession. And no, I'm not talking about Usher's album or his song.
If he's gonna tell it, then he's gotta tell it all.
What's Wrong with Mom? I'm not making this shit up either. What the hell is this? Blonde's Lullaby? Annabelle Come Home. And no, I'm not talking about Drake. Just come home, we're going home. Or whatever the fuck he says. The Conjuring 3. The Crooked Man. I'm not talking about Frosty. And then The Nun 2.
Huh.
I'm actually going to, you know what? I'm going to post this in the group right now. Just, in case people want to verify that. But yeah, so if that's the case,
it's a lot of movies to watch.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's pretty dope. And I say that because, like I said, what I was telling you about with the Marvel universe, how you watch those in a certain order, and they they go together. So if that's the case, if those movies really connect like that, that's pretty awesome. And I really hope that horror. I don't want horror to do it with every single. I mean,
it is cool though.
With certain movies that make sense, like the Conjuring, all that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I don't want it to be like Friday the 13th is connected to Halloween, it's connected to Nightmare on Elm Street, it's connected to the Wishmaster type thing, because that wouldn't even make sense. Don't get me wrong, I'd watch every single one of it, like every other jackass, including you, but I want it to make sense.
As much sense as it can make.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. You know what I mean. You know what's funny about us as horror fans, though? We'll question some stupid ass shit like, yo, how this nigga's shoes get dirty? Like,
no. What I was saying was the dude in the wheelchair, his socks were dirty. His feet don't touch the ground.
There you go.
His socks should be dirty.
You question some funny shit. You'll question that, but you never ever questioned how Jason drowned as a kid and he's an adult when he's killing people, ever.
Or how the Ninja Turtles have teeth.
Yeah, they just have teeth. They're ninjas and they're turtles. That's why. And what was I gonna say? Give me like 2 seconds. What were we just talking about? Oh, never gonna forget this. I know I brought this up in the podcast before, but you are one funny light-skinned dude. I tell you. Monster Mania. This is the year you couldn't make it. So it was me and Francis and the kids. And we went out there in the line, Kane Hodder's autograph. I was like, yo, what do you want, a machete or a picture? A picture. He said a machete. I was like, all right, cool. Do you want me to make it to you? Yeah, make it to Henry. But I don't remember if you texted me or called me. You're like, yo. You're like, I don't know. I don't know what I wanted to write to say on the machete. I was like, yo, he had no speaking lines. What are you talking about? Because for those of you who've never been to a con, like got autographs and stuff, like a lot of times when we go to these cons, when we get pictures and stuff signed, we'll have people say, sign, a quote from the movie. And
yeah, like your favorite line.
And Jason had no lines, just heavy breathing, if anything.
No, he did have a line. He had
help.
Jason takes that.
Help. Well, that wasn't Kane Hodder. Which, you know what? That would be an awesome trivia thing to do on a podcast or whatever. Drinking game.
Like what was Jason's only line?
Yeah, help.
Whole series.
But you would have to go through and watch. Yeah, I believe that's it. Just help. When he's. But
sure.
Is he really saying it? That's what people can say, because it's like the. You know how he I don't know. That movie didn't make any fucking sense, matter of fact.
Well, that didn't.
That part right there, and then at the end where, the toxic waste or whatever hits him, and then he's a kid shivering in the sewer.
Yeah.
So where the hell did the grown man go?
I don't know.
Whatever. That's fine. It's Jason. Jason can do what he wants.
I can't question him.
I never would. Shit, man. Whew. So with the, fuck. I'm trying to think what to say. Candyman. Who would you like to see Candyman go up against? Besides the Clan.
Freddy.
That's interesting.
Because they're more, not the same level, but like...
Similar?
Yeah.
I could see that. With Candyman, too, you gotta call him to get him to come out. I could see Freddy doing that in his dream, calling this nigga.
Yeah, if you think about him.
Say his name 5 times in the mirror.
Yeah, or like, if someone that had called Candyman, Freddy was in his dream and he fucking dreaming about what's his face.
It could work. It could work.
Something, yeah. Look, if they made Freddy versus Jason work, they could make something like that work.
They could. They could. They really could. That might even make. Well, I'm not gonna say it'll make more sense, but they could make it work.
Yeah.
Candyman versus Freddy. It would be funny because of Freddy. Candyman, he don't joke around though.
He's got that hook
yeah.
and that velour jacket.
I don't like that jacket.
Yo, his whole getup was tight. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't like the
Chef
jacket.
pants.
I'll tell you what. I like the jacket from that movie.
Tales from the Hood too.
Yeah, that jacket was a fly ass jacket.
So fly.
But
The jacket was the best part of that whole movie.
it really was. Like if
It didn't even have any lines.
I want that jacket. I feel
Too.
like we're owed that jacket. They need to like make 2 of those jackets just for me and you, and that's it for watching that
Oh
shit.
my God, I can't believe I watched that movie.
Matter of fact, anybody who watched that movie that hated it deserves that jacket. Just make copies of that jacket for everybody who watched that movie. That
And if
hated
you liked it, then
No, you don't deserve that jacket.
each their own, but
You ain't getting that jacket. Not at all. You can get that ugly ass Candyman jacket for liking that shit. No, you don't even get that. Fuck that. That's an iconic. As ugly as it is, it's iconic, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh man, that jacket was so ugly. I don't even know why it's bothering me right now,
Chef,
but
with the chef pants.
yeah. And the fucked up haircut.
No, his haircut was alright.
I really don't remember. I got to go back and revisit that series. But I'm not mad that Jordan
because-
Peele's doing something with that
Yeah,
at all.
because you thought that, and I had to correct you because you thought that Candyman died as a child.
He didn't, right?
No, he was a grown ass man when he died. He was tapping the slave master's daughter. Because the plantation owner had Daniel Robitaille paint his daughter,
Mhm.
and painted her insides too. And then they found out, and they chased him down and cut his hand off and stripped him naked and poured honey all over him, and the bees came in and killed him.
That sounds a little, pouring honey all over somebody. You think something else is going to happen. And then that. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, actually, they don't really go into the story, the background story, as much in the first one,
They do.
but they do in the first 10 minutes of the second one.
I wouldn't mind seeing a prequel of that, honestly. Maybe not a full prequel, but like more deeper into the story, I'll say.
Yeah, kind of like when they remade the first Halloween, how a lot of it circled around
Yep.
Michael as a kid.
Something like that, and then, say like the first half hour, maybe, out of the hour and a half movie. Maybe 40 minutes, whatever. Circles around him as a kid, and like what happened and all that, leading up to that, and then Candy Nugget comes, kills him.
He said that dude that hit Helen in the face with the hook in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Heard you look like Candyman, bitch." Bang!
This nigga said, "Be my victim."
Yo, he hit her hard. Like, it wasn't even like, he had it and he just, like, boom, right in her eye socket.
Hey, you got to, hey, man, sometimes
No
you
reason.
got to do that. It happens.
Oh my gosh. And then when they had the lineup, they had a bunch of different people say it. We're looking for Candyman, bitch.
It'd be funny if you were there. Like, it definitely wasn't that light skinned dude there.
I was a kid at the time. I was 92.
Yep.
I was so much older than Rylan. You'd hear me say, "Her looking for Candyman, bitch." You hear my mom in the background, "Stop cursing."
I guess Jeff could do it. He was old. He's older than us.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you guys don't disrespect women like that. Like I heard you were looking for Candyman, baby.
Excuse me, can I help you? You look lost.
That's definitely not the line. That's definitely not him. You guys you'd step up to the thing and just start crying.
Someone wants to hurt you.
Just because they're all cussing at you. Stop disrespecting her. Start crying and run off to the left.
Heard you need a foot rub.
Oh, man.
In that nasty ass bathroom. She had heart though.
Mm-hmm.
Too much.
She did. Between having heart and being nosy. You know white people are nosy.
Very.
Candyman gonna be living right next door to me. I ain't even gonna notice.
I don't even know if I have neighbors.
Exactly.
Probably do.
Like, nah, I don't know about that shit. Be my victim. Nah, nigga, move. I gotta go to work. That nigga next.
Back out.
Word. Go over to, go a few blocks over to the ghetto. Them niggas, they ain't got no damn jobs. Let them be your victim. I got a job. All right.
Let me be employed. Like, nah, my job's not hiring.
Word. Let me get that jacket. It's mad cold out. It's ugly, but that jacket was probably warm as shit though.
It was hiding all those bees.
Shit. Wu-Tang. Candyman's a part of Wu-Tang. He has to be. There's no way in hell he's not. Think about it. Bees not only bees, but they killed him. Killer bees. Wu-Tang. Makes sense.
Huh.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. I know they're in different projects. I know they're in different cities. That don't matter. He's just a different division.
Connected.
Huh?
Still connected.
Yeah, of course. But shit, nigga. Over here recording. I want to get some gaming in too.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you want to play first?
I think WWZ, World War Z. I didn't even put in what the hell is that game called? The horse game. So I don't know if it's up to date or not. I can check it after we play some World War Z though. Oh, that feels so good.
AKA Old Town Road.
Yeah. That's a good song. I don't care what nobody says.
I had a horse that ride to my dad's house.
Why did I say that?
I don't know, but you were too happy. I couldn't even. Like, you just had a great idea.
Yeah, man. Telling you, man. Horses. Ride a horse to watch a horror movie. I'd do that.
Yeah, excuse me.
Light skins are so polite.
The what you call it?
What? Old Town Road?
Just found a pack of fruit snacks. Look.
There you go.
They were right there.
You gonna eat them?
Definitely, Lyle. We didn't eat them first. All right,
Excuse me.
The online versus is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, so you're fighting. You're obviously shooting. You're fighting against other people. But when the noise level gets critical, a swarm will come in.
Oh, nice.
And you get points for killing the zombies, and you get extra points when you kill multiple ones, like in a combo.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's something getting used to.
Yeah. We could do that for like a round or two and then go through the thing again.
Yeah. You still have to beat the new level.
You're right, we do. Yes, we do. You want to wrap this up then and get on? Or you got more to this?
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
let's wrap it up.
All right, you got anything you want to plug or say or close out on?
Other than, looking forward to Scaricon.
Oh, man, I can't.
JP or JV or whatever his name is. JV. Get art.
Yes.
If you're listening.
Get David Howard Thornton. Get Damian Lennon. Get Amanda Weiss. Yo, speaking of which, I'm gonna say this on record. Me and you have to watch and review the Id. I already watched it once. You gotta watch it. I gotta watch it again. We gotta review that movie.
Yes. Just keep reminding me.
I will. Yeah. You're too busy thinking about light skin problems and hugging people,
flowers,
and crying.
Flower.
Yeah.
Helping old ladies cross the street.
Yeah. All that
That's
stuff.
a big thing.
Writing love songs that you're never going to sing or put out because you don't want people to hurt your feelings telling you that you can't sing.
Yeah, I don't need that kind of negativity.
All right. everybody that listens to this random horror rant, which that might be the head, I might call it that or something light skinned horror. Yeah, we had a good time with this. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming on again. But you're one of my co-hosts, so you don't have a choice but to do.
Hey.
You know where to find me: YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, any platform you can listen to podcasts on, and definitely check out my YouTube videos. Anywhere you can find me, you could just Google Horror with Sir Sturdy and you'll find it. Facebook groups, Facebook page, and please like, rate, share, review every single platform. Like, rate, share, review because it helps, especially with the podcast stuff and the YouTube stuff. Like, rate, share, review. It helps more people hear about it, see about it, it moves the podcast up, and just enjoy it, download it. If you ever want to be a guest, send me an email at horrorwithsir.sturdy@gmail.com. Again, that's horrorwithsir.sturdy@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and we're over and out. We're going to play some video games. Have a great night. Have a great evening. And if you don't hear this till your birthday, then happy birthday. And as always,
what he said.
I'll see you in your light skin nightmare.